Thank you everybody for coming to tonight. I'm taking a class at BYU. It's a communication class, and the subject that I picked is family council. And my first question to you is, does this look like your family?
And lollipops and rainbows, everything that's wonderful is what I feel. Brighter than a lucky penny. Rainbows disappears dear, and I feel so fine. Just my life is sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. That's how the street rainbows. So come on, join in. Everybody, sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way. When you're in love, just stay. Sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny. Rainbows disappears here, and I feel so fine. Just to know that you are mine. All my life is sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. That's how the street rainbows. So come on, join everybody. Sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way.
Well, so the next slide that I have for you to look at is a picture of the, oh, whoops, sorry. Got ahead of myself. So my next question is, what is a family council? Does anybody know?
Where you counsel families.
Yeah, where you counsel families, a discussion. Well, in the church, we believe that family councils are the most important council in the church. Here's the picture I was talking about. This is a picture of the council room with the first presidency and the 12 apostles. In this room, they meet every Thursday morning at the Salt Lake Temple, and they counsel with one another, trying to discuss issues that are in the church. And so they send out an agenda beforehand, and they pray about this agenda, the things that are on there. So when the apostles come here, they're not shocked what's going to happen. They know what's on there, and they prayed, maybe even fasted about those situations. So the importance of having a family council is whenever there are 2 or more members of a family together and a discussion is going on, that is a council, says Elder Ballard. Family councils can be held in one-on-one talks between a parent and a child, or among parents and several children. When a husband and wife talk to each other, they are holding a family council. A council is when parents let their children solve problems. And when everyone agrees to a solution, everyone will have ownership in that problem. And that's why it's important to have a family council. In step 4, why have a family council? Well, first of all, because we need to train principles to our children. For example, we can train temple preparation, we can train home management, we can talk about family finances, and we can talk about how we use our leisure time, and we can also have a calendar planning time where we help our families get organized by using our calendars. This one I included as a family, a husband and a wife. It's really important that we understand there are lots of diverse families in the church or in the world. We have single parents, we have singles, we have people that are married. And so it's important that we understand that when we have the situation that we need to do as the apostles and prophets have done, we need to prepare an agenda like they did. put down things that are important. We need to be able to send out that agenda beforehand, pray about it, let your children pray about it, add to it, and then when we come back to it, when we come to meet as one, we would be prepared to be able to be in harmony with one another and make good decisions. So there was a study conducted, and they had 232 participants in this study that they did, and 173 females and 58 males. And this was an interesting research that they did on communication. And I chose this one because in this, they were able to show in this study that those families that had good communication skills with their children, that those children were able to, from adolescent to adult, they were able to transition into adulthood in a more better way. So this only helped me prove my point that if we have good communication with our children in our homes through family councils, this will help us to raise children so that when they are in adulthood, that they will not be so lost in any way.
The back windows of our home overlook a small flower garden and the woods which border Little Cottonwood Creek. Every year, this ivy has been the nesting place for house finches. The nests in the vines are safe from the foxes and raccoons and cats that are out at night. Then one day, there's a great commotion in the ivy. Not in 50 years that we have lived at home have we seen anything like that before. We will not always be safe from the adversary's influence, even within our own home. We need to protect our nestlings.
As Elder Packard had just told us, that there is no greater place than to teach our children within the walls of our own home, and we will be able to train them in the way that they should go through family council and be able to protect our families and give them the equipment that they need and the tools in order to help them. Thank you for coming.